Welcome back to the Advanced Auto Parts Monster Jam 2012 preview show on the CBS Sports Spectacular. 2012 will be a year unlike any other. It will be a 365-day celebration of everything Gravedigger as the world's most popular monster truck and team celebrate 30 years on top of the Advanced Auto Parts Monster Jam world. The team and the truck have come a long way in 3 decades.
Well, in the beginning, the first Gravedigger truck was a 1951 Ford pickup. It was red primer, and I had John Deere yellow rims on it, John Deere yellow writing on the side on the doors, and that was my pride and joy. I took more pride in that than I did the house that I owned back then. Then I went to the panel truck, and it was blue and gray. That's the Legend truck. It's known as the Legend now. And the blue and gray truck it's like all I was looking for was a nice, shiny kind of a paint job to go on this thing. So, and it wasn't even much thought put in it. I just kind of flipped through a book. I said, that color looks cool, that color looks cool. This paint job will cost me about $600. So that's the paint job I could afford, so that's what we got. I was so proud of that thing. I remember just shining on that old blue and gray. It looked so good. I put the old lights up on the fenders of it, and I loved it. I just fell in love with my truck all over again.
Still, Dennis knew that he had to come up with a paint scheme that had the Gravedigger name built in.
It didn't explain itself. I had to explain the name everywhere I went. So I wanted a paint job that would explain itself. That's when I got a hold of Fred Buman, and we went from blue and gray to the spooky paint job. And that was still in the 1951 because in all honesty, the 1951 Ford blue and gray truck was the same one that got the spooky paint job and the Terra tires, and that was in 1985. And once I got the spooky paint job, I added the red headlights, and then it all came together. And then all I done was just put my foot on the gas and drove the thing to quit.
29 years of ragged edge runs like this have laid a foundation for an amazing 30th anniversary celebration, and the creative process is underway.
For 2012, the 30th anniversary paint scheme, I cannot wait for my fans to see it. It's a one-off, it's a 30th anniversary. You will see this thing from 100 miles away and never forget it. It's got a big grim head on the side of it. I'm gonna be flip-flopping these paint jobs from one weekend to the next. One weekend I'm gonna run a purple, the next weekend I'm gonna run a green. I'm gonna keep alternating these things until we get to the World Finals. Once we get to the World Finals, I'm gonna reveal a big, big surprise for all the fans. But the 30th anniversary paint job is off the hook.
Gravedigger fans will be a big part of the 30th anniversary celebration, but it's a celebration a lot of other drivers would like to spoil.
The Gravedigger 30th anniversary is a huge, monumental accomplishment. Dennis Anderson's fired up. He wants to get out there and run extra hard. And I'm not worried about that. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be great for everybody because the harder he runs, the harder I'm going to run.
Gravedigger's a household name. If you know monster trucks and you don't know Gravedigger, then you really don't know monster trucks.
When I first came onto the circuit, Gravedigger was a cool one. You know, there's a lot of pickups out there. He was one of the first, something other than a pickup, an old school truck. And we grew up with hot rods, man. The old cars when cars were big and steel and heavy, and that's what it was about. And he's just progressed the sport from there.
Dennis has got a bunch of special stuff planned for every single show we go to, and when we get to the 2012 World Finals, it's going to be off the hook.
I'm telling you, it's going to be the biggest experience. I cannot wait to see you guys there. It is going to be the funnest time of my life, 2012, the 30th anniversary. I'll see you when you get there.